Hello, my name is Ash. I used to say, hello, this is Jericho Plays, but I've changed my name. A lot has changed in the last couple of years, but I still enjoy Magic, so I'm going to continue to play. Today, I'm going to be playing a Crimson Vow draft on Arena. Um, Not my favorite archetype, or draft environment, rather. However, it's what's on here. My only other option are Baldur's Gate drafts, and I don't like the alchemy stuff, so I don't want to support it. But I wanted to do a draft video because I was feeling plucky. I would do a traditional draft if the option were available in a non-alchemy set, because that is how I used to do my videos, where the best 2 out of 3 um, per match. I actually prefer that in drafting rather than the best of ones because it makes sideboarding relevant, and it makes it so that the kind of all-in strategies that you can do aren't as successful, because you do it once may not be as potent the next time. But we're going to go ahead and get started. I really like the Innistrad plane. It is a gothic horror plane that was introduced in the original Innistrad set. Um, I believe that was early 2000s, maybe 2000. I don't know. I'm not even going to guess, but I believe it was early 2000s. But it's a gothic horror set that has zombies and werewolves and mad scientists and a myriad of different archetypes for the genre. And to top it all off, you have angels, demons, and humans with a very compelling story of humans overcoming the adversity all around them. Um, it's just a very nice plane. I like it a lot. Well, nice. It's not really nice for the people that live there, but it's a fun one to visit as an outsider. Um, So, the kinds of things that I'll be looking for in my draft, there are a few archetypes that I know that exist in this draft environment, and you want to be cognizant of that when you are drafting. I know that there's blue-black exploit, where you sacrifice your own creatures to generate things. There's green-black toughness matters. Blue-red spells matters. So we're going to see what we open, and that will help us inform the direction that we're going. Ooh, it's 6 mana, so I'm already a little hesitant, but 6/6 menace for 6. So it passes the vanilla test, which is, does it have power and toughness equal to its casting cost? This actually has the French vanilla test because it has a keyword, but it even has more abilities. I do need to be aware of my time. I'm kind of a slow drafter when I am doing my videos. Oh, and it just has a mana dump. This card's great. We're definitely taking it. Um, so we're going to see at least one more card from this, or we're going to get to pick one more card from this pack. If we're going into red, either one of these red cards, I will probably be okay uh, to take, but there's some blue here that would also be good. Um, let's see. 6 is very expensive. I don't necessarily want to marry my first pick. Um, let's see. So there's only one red card in the pack. It's not bad. 3/2 trample that generates blood tokens. If we're staying in vampires, then the blood tokens will be relevant. That is kind of their main mechanic. For those that don't know, this is what blood does. You can pay a mana, tap it, sack it, discard a card, and you can draw a card. It's actually quite a nice little mechanic that they introduced in this set. I actually think that I'm going to take that red card. It cuts red, meaning that the person that I am passing to should be disincentivized to go into red, meaning that in pack 2, they should pass me a lot of good red cards. That's the idea. I'm going to take it, and I think we got rewarded. Blood Tithe Harvester, another 3/2, but this one is for 2, creates a blood token, and I can sack it to kill something for twice the number of blood token. Yeah, that's just a very solid, good card. What other uncommons are there? That's also just a very solid value card. Wary Prisoner, in red, you typically want to be aggressive. So when I see a Defender red card, even though it has a very strong Knight side, which I'll get into, I'm a little hesitant. I think I'm going to take this. It's kind of pushing us into black, but it's another vampire, which is a strong tribal, has strong tribal mechanics in the set. Okay. Um, so is there a day-night card in this pack? No, I'll try to bring it up on the next one. Do I want to take this red card? Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it deals 1 damage. That seems fine. Is there a better black card? Since we are kind of going into black. Uh, this is a value card. This actually might just be worth taking. Whenever a creature you control exploits a non-token creature created. Yeah, that that is an engine. This is better than everything else in the pack, and we're not so deep that we can't pivot. This, I can't stress how much something that says make more things for doing something you already want to do is good. Splendid Reclamation probably has a use in this, but I wouldn't know it. Black is kind of getting drying up. Red as well a bit. This is exploit. It goes with this. It would also go in a vampire deck as well as just a filler card. There are some blue cards that are pretty solid, but I'm going to take the black card right now because it's good for both of these directions. Okay, day night. Werewolves are a tribe on Innistrad, so the moon is important. Day, all of these enter on whatever cycle it is. However, if there is no cycle, it becomes day. It becomes night when a player does not cast a spell during their turn, and then it goes from night to day if a player casts 2 spells on their turn. In this, is this something I want? Yeah, that's incredible. Um, this uh, that red werewolf is very good. However, I am taking wedding security because it lets us turn the blood tokens into cards without discarding, which is awesome. And these are already making blood tokens. I already have enough for like personal decks. I actually don't know. I think I'm gonna take this. Enters with X. I mean that's a little flexible, but two extra mana for it is a lot for something like this. Here's another vampire. Can't block. That's great. I think we're going into. I don't know because this pack is very different. Hand attack. I'm gonna take this because this seems insane to just be able to recur things that are cheap fairly so that we can exploit potentially splashing this actually. Here's another exploit card. There's really nothing else in this pack that I want, and this feeds the other strategy if we do need to pivot because we only have 4 red cards. Um, Also another exploit. Also a zombie, which is relevant. I think I would rather be in green than white, but I'm not sure. I'll take the blue card though. I know that that's my second. So we actually picked up quite a few good blue cards, so we might be pivoting to that. Oh, this, I don't know if that's actually playable. Oh, a second one of these. Oh no. That that might be the play. This turns any non-token creature into 4 power essentially if I get both of them on the field. This seems really good. I'm going to take this. There are other good cards in this pack. Gluttonous Guest is probably a very good card in either one of the decks, but taking this I think is correct. All right. So a very expensive kill spell but can create blood. This goes well with blood tokens. I think that I want to keep myself more towards black because it is the common thread between both of the decks that I'm kind of drafting right now. And this is a cheap thing that becomes a pretty good thing. Oh, we're in. Okay, we're switching over from vampires to zombies. Because what this says is that whenever it or another zombie dies, we look at the top of the library, and if it's a zombie, I can put it in my hand, essentially drawing it. And if not, I can put it in my graveyard, so I can even get rid of it if it's not something I want. These two things are already zombies. These create zombies. This is value. This is incremental advantage, which is what I live for. I live my life on the margins. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call it and remove the red cards. Bring in the blue. All right, is this good at all? When you sacrifice it, return it. Yep, goes perfectly in the exploit deck. Goes perfectly in the exploit deck. I feel so vindicated. All right, there is no black in this pack, so the person to our left is definitely in black. Um, there's also no red, so potentially they're also in red. Put one of those. This is a very expensive cantrip, but it does shuffle. So that's against mill. Is this better? Not really. I'll take this. This is at least interesting and provides a tool. Oh, incredible. Absolutely incredible. This is also quite good, but I'm not really generating life. Whereas this is a zombie, so it triggers the Arc Ghoul. It's an incredible thing to exploit, and it gets us other things back after they get killed. I'm very happy with how this is. Oh, this is an excellent creature to exploit because you get a better creature after it dies. Our curve is looking good. We're really low on removal, which I'm concerned about. This is kind of removal, but it's not good. This is not good. I think I would rather take this. It's a really bad creature, but it does make blood tokens for some of our other stuff. What is this? This is too slow, I think. I may take it, but it is too slow. This will go on the sideboard. For consideration. All right. I'm inclined to take the 4 mana flyer over the Stitched Assistant, even though it's exploit and a zombie, just because it flies, and I do need to win somehow. And in this case, this is a 2 mana zombie. It's pretty defensive, and it provides me a discard outlet for the Ragged Recluse. Uh, Chill of the Grave is actually just a good card for this deck. It costs less for zombies. It's working. It's happening. If we open an on-color rare for pack 3, we're gonna be, you know, greasy money. Let's go. Serpentine Ambush. That might actually make the deck just because I need playables. I have the requisite number of creatures. Typically, you want it depends on the style of deck that you're playing. Oh, on color mythic. How good are you? Are you good? Oh, there is another Arc Ghoul though. Draw a card as long as it remains exiled. I can pay 6 to transform it. It transforms into an enchantment. Face down. That is very slow. Very. That's. I think I'm gonna take the Arc Ghoul. This is good. I actually, but I'm gonna take the Arc Ghoul. Sorry. The Mythic is very interesting, but it is so slow. And the deck that we're playing, a second Arc Ghoul, means that we could see 5 more cards, which is probably 4 more cards than we would get out of that because our opponent would kill it immediately. Um, Chill of the Grave, because I do need more. I need non-creature spells. Although I do really want this Cruel Witness because I want to fly. Yep. Okay. Here actually is a little bit of removal. I feel compelled to take it because we just don't have removal. Not happy about it. I'm not happy about this either. 6 mana. I would almost rather have the flying. I actually would rather have the flying zombie. Syncopate. I guess it is a non-creature. I would almost rather have the evolving wilds. You don't need that many non-creature spells. This is actually, I could take the mindless school. It is a zombie and it exploits. It does what I want. It does what I want. And like this does what I want. This is also kind of removal, but it's not a very good removal. I think ultimately I'm gonna have way too many creatures and then just die. Um, just draw more. Let's see. Can't be blocked. Wow. I mean, that's a clock. I think I would rather have a second one of these because these are really good to exploit. Actually, I'm gonna run both. Those are really good to exploit. I think we just want to run this engine. Like I actually don't think we play that, and we're not gonna play this. Second chill or first cradle. This does blank a removal spell. But I would rather have this. It draws a card. Um, Second flying zombie drake or first gluttonous guest. Yeah, that's probably right. Hey, I'm actually kind of happy that this came back. I don't want to play it, but I'm probably just gonna die with this uncastable in my hand a bunch of times. I need to make some cuts. This is an easy cut. I don't think we're making enough blood tokens, and to that effect, I think that might be a cut as well. It's a shame that those skeletons are not zombies. That would be insane for this deck. Okay, so I actually only need to make 4 cuts. should probably be all creatures. In case you didn't know, there's this nifty little thing. Oh, you can't see? Oh, I hope that my face has not been covering the entire draft. I feel compelled to have a face cam because it is Year of Our Lord 2022 and the internet is a hellscape. Um, but I truly hope that that did not mess up. I wonder if that was blocking the first pick in every pack. That would suck. Oof. All right. Cool. Should have tested that. Um, but back to this. I have a ton of two drops, which is probably good. This is not that good of a two drop. It's fine. Like I guess it works well with, again with these. I can cut one of these. I don't think we need three. This is cool, but probably lame. Like probably not that good. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of it's a free exploit when we have a lot of exploit. I think I can cut that. I'm not discarding that many cards anymore because we're not doing the blood token. Two more cuts. I could probably cut Doom Dissenter. I feel like Repository Scab needs to stay in so that we can maybe get some of our removal back. I guess actually, do I need Scattered Thoughts? No. Thirst for Discovery does the same thing but cheaper. I'm very heavy on creatures, but I'm getting effects from the creatures. I guess these aren't as good because I'm cutting non-creature spells. So I could cut one of these and just hope I don't die to flyers every game. This is a this is a decent curve. I have some evasion. Um yeah. I have value. I think this could be really good. And now for the most important part, the lands. What do we want to do today? I am kind of feeling Rebecca Gay. I love her artwork so much. I desperately want one of her Swords to Plowshares. Where? Oh, there you are. Mm. All right. This is not thematic. Ah, this is more Liliana. Ah, this is creepy. Oh, that works too. Let's go. So the way that this draft works is it is best of one, and you play until you lose three, or you win seven or eight. Um, Not my favorite because if you stumble in one game, you might you might just get knocked out every time. It's a very kind of unforgiving format, maybe less unforgiving than the format that I prefer, which is the well, it's the normal Magic. It's you play a match is best of three. Um, this is not good. Opponent deciding to mulligan, or is maybe not here yet. Ashiok is great. I love these sleeves. Um, but yeah, so this format is being best of one. While I was doing the draft, I didn't have as much of an eye towards sideboard cards. If I had done the draft knowing that my sideboard would be important because I'd be accessing it in between during a match, then I might take some of the more narrow cards that are better against certain matchups that I'm bad at. So I think that this deck is going to be bad against probably like mono red and um probably like flyers. So maybe like a blue tempo. I think both of those decks are going to, or archetypes are going to beat us. And so I might take something that's more narrow against those two decks that I saw in the draft than a more generally decent card. I might prioritize reach over something else just because I know that I could bring it in. Um, I did not realize that this was in the deck. This is not in the deck. Oh God. What happened? This is also not in the deck. 47. I think it added all of my blue and black cards. All right. Well, as hands go, this is not the worst. It has lands and spells. And sometimes that's all you can ask for. Also, my opponent might not be on, so this might just be a free win, and I can fix the deck between matches or games, I guess. They're not really matches. So the idea with this deck is that I'm going to use the archetype of Thraben or Arc Ghoul of Thraben and the blue black 2-drop to try to generate incremental value, incremental advantages every turn um, until I bury my opponent in that value. So if I'm making two zombies every turn and doing the equivalent of drawing maybe one card every turn, that's going to get out of hand eventually. And that's what I want to do. Normally, I would want to have more kill spells to slow my opponent down. Not this. Not this. I don't think that. Let me consider it for a second. Target player shuffles up to 4 cards. Okay. Look at the top 4, then put 1. So, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So, in a way, this is a way to get your good cards back in your deck and have a chance of finding it because you essentially scry 4 after shuffling. Is that is that better than a second Chill of the Grave? I might play it just to try it because sometimes you have to take risks to learn. I think that's just too slow. So the reason I think that this is too slow is because uh, if you play this on turn 2, you will not be able to do anything with the other side until turn 5, and that is what you are doing basically with your entire turn every turn. And if you're not doing it that quickly, it's going to be turn 9 until this comes out, and I just think it's going to be too slow. But maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I die to this. All right, definitely not that. Oh, well, I actually could cut that. What did I keep in that I cut last time? I don't know. But I could cut this to try this. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. Drafting portion and deck building took basically exactly 30 minutes. Well, I guess plus the first one. This hand slaps. Nice. I wish that this were something cheaper, but a good turn two into a good turn three is just always going to be solid in draft. You want to curve out so badly in draft. Ah, how ironic to get this after with what I was saying after turn one. Nice. And we milled a creature, so if this does die, there's at least one good hit. That's that will be tough to get through. We're drawing lands, which are good because we do have this Grizzly Ritual, at least right now. Oh, easy block. I think our opponent did not realize that I could kill it, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Do I attack with this? Into that? No, I don't really think I want to. I could Chill of the Grave to attack for 4 and play Persistent Specimen, which would block. They are going to gain 2 off the lifelink, but I don't really think I want to block. If they're gaining 2, I think that I hold Chill of the Grave this turn. Also, I can block with this and bring it back. Yeah. Going to want to kill the opponent, but I don't really want to throw away my Arc Ghoul because it is such a good value engine. I'll block. If they don't play anything that's worth using... Oh, yeah, perfect. Just, that was free for me. Alrighty. And now it's essentially the same thing. I have a blocker, I can get it back, and now I have Chill of the Grave to tap something down if I want to, and I'm going to have lands for the Grizzly Ritual. I see. Well, I'm unhappy about that. It's going to exile my creature, but that's okay. Do I want to use Chill of the Grave? I don't think so. Not on that. Oh, I should have blocked. I was just talking about that. Dang it. That's all right. Do I use Chill of the Grave so that I can attack? I don't think so. I'm not doing enough. All right. I don't have 2 creatures, so this is not going to draw a card. But I do think I want to play it because it gives me something in the air. It also lets me block the Kindly Ancestor with the Scob and the Persistent Specimen because we're fine with the Specimen uh, going to the graveyard. They attack with just the Scavenger. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, this is interesting. So if I put the Undead Butler under this just for it to die, I essentially am doing it so that I can get a trigger off the Arc Ghoul. And there's nothing in here right now. I can throw this under there. I think I just take 2 right now. I'm at a healthy life total. Yeah, I think that was a good choice. Okay, do I hold on to the land for these blood tokens? Do I attack? I don't really want it to become night. So I can boom boom. Hold this up, attack. Yeah, I think that's fine. So I'm going to attack with the Ska because I do need to actually try to kill them. I'll play this, sacrifice. I don't get a trigger off the Arc Ghoul, which is a little disappointing. But I really don't want to have the. Okay, I am going to play the land because it leaves up Chill of the Grave and the Persistent Specimen. I don't want the Undead Butler to die yet because I'm not going to get value off of it other than the Arc Ghoul of Thraben trigger, and I could get lucky and it be a non-zombie creature on top, and I could put it in the graveyard so that when it dies, I get the trigger. But that's like that's a line, but it's not one that I really want to do. Especially because I can just get this back. I don't get quite as much value, but I still get a lot of value because I'm getting the creature back. If you gain life this turn, okay, that is probably what I'm going to be. Do they? So they do have two. Oh, I got it. Watch this. Okay. Um. So I want a stop at the end of combat. We're gonna double block this. Okay. We're gonna let combat damage resolve, so no tricky business. I want to leave that on top. Yeah, decline. All right. They want this trigger. Because we're in combat, if they tap this for mana, mana is going to drain out of their mana pool. And then next turn I'm going to kill this because that is their engine. That is a significant piece to their engine, and I don't want them to have it. Ah, look how cool that is. Do I want to draw cards right now, or do I want to get the persistent specimen back? I'm at a fairly healthy life total. I'm going to be ritualing next turn, probably. Yeah. Discard. Oh, incredible. I actually think that I kind of want to just do these now instead of killing this. And I can get back a ghoul. Oh, yes. How nice. How nice this is. Boop. I think I'm okay with that getting milled. And yes. Awesome. Now, maybe I should have done it the other way just so that I could have gotten both cards. I guess I could get both cards. I'm not gonna get as much value. That's actually okay. We are going to we'll just do it now. Decline because I do want that. Great. We got rid of a kill spell. Incredible. Look at that. Look at that value. Now, they will be able to enchant something with this turn and draw a card off the Purifier, but we're set up in such a good position right now. I am also absolutely blocking this. I probably should have milled this just because I would have potentially hit more zombies by now. But I know that this is a good card. Um, and I want it. Maybe it's target fixation. Maybe it is correct to mill. Ba, 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 ba. Is there? Yeah. We'll just do this now. And we get to attack with everything. And because we have the blood tokens, because this is arena and you can't bluff as well as you can in real life, um, uh, because we have the blood tokens, it's going to basically ask for me to move through each step like this. It is very annoying, but it does mean that they don't get to, uh, they don't get to know that I have something in my hand to play. I'm a little surprised about that, unless they have a land in hand. Wild. Okay. I think it's safe to just immediately pop one of these just to see if we get something good. Yep. Oh, incredible. I love this game. I love this game so much. All right, we bring this back. Nope. In case I do draw another land, I want to leave up blue. Oh, yes. All right. It's still entirely possible to die, especially because I did kind of go shields down with the chill of the grave there. But I do have two blockers. Um, this actually costs 3. Oh, did they cleave it? Okay, so they can take either one. But this is not winning them the game right now, which is typically why I don't like playing those kinds of cards. In draft, because when you draw them late, they're so bad. Okay, this still doesn't flip because it's not at 6 yet. It will flip next turn. I don't think I pitch this. It feels like that would be wrong. All right. So they're at 11. Deals combat damage, not to a player, combat damage. So if they block with it, they get a blood token. So they block my biggest person. They take 4, 7, 9. Not enough. If I do play this Arc Ghoul, though, I would get 2 triggers. Is a Doom Dissenter better than something else? No. I want to try to kill them. That's pretty good. Okay. They're top decking. We're gonna be safe here. I guess I get blown out by like some sort of board wipe. That enters tapped. So they are gonna get this, but it doesn't have trample. Neither one of these have trample. So block, block. They should have held on to the land for the blood token that they're gonna make here. Oh, I guess they're not dead actually, but I'm gonna take this action because I'm gonna I can cast it from the graveyard. How many? Yep. This is, 'Creature. I think I leave that. I think I leave that because it gains me life and it also makes the math harder for them. Does this have trample now? No. Okay. So that's 5 in the air. Block, block. So I should have held on to. Okay. So I have to attack with both flyers so that the flyers are lethal next turn. Ooh. Because this doesn't hit face, right? No, just creature. Okay. Well, there's nothing much I can do about that. I am compelled to make that attack. Does this have menace? I don't think so. Yeah. Okay. This is 6, 10. Yeah, I can't preemptively cast this if I want to do both of these, and I do want to do both of those. So I need to dodge everybody gets trample or destroy everything that's less than a certain power. Some giant form of lifelink. Okay. We got there. None of this has reach. Again, they needed to wait. Oh well. I think the token generator is better to keep. Oh, I don't need to block this. Yeah. I don't need to block it. Not all of it anyway. Cool. All right. Well, second victory for the draft, but the first actually earned one. The deck seems to be performing well. That's been awesome. It was a. This is a great hand. Definitely going to keep it. This hand is insane. Oh my goodness, it just keeps getting better. Do I hold this? No. Oh, I should have attacked first. Oh well. I missed 1 point of damage there. I'm distracted. My apologies. Okay. I'm going to offer the trade. All right. We get to scry too, which is nice. I don't want this land. I do want that though. We'll keep that on top. We have an excellent target for the exploit. Just gonna pass. I think I'm just gonna chill the grave, the kindly ancestor, because we have the repository scab. So if I don't draw a land, then I can play that, get it back after exploiting. Oh yeah, it's whenever a creature enter. Wow, wow. Well, that token is gonna eat the gargantuan, unfortunately. The trigger from the gargantuan. Oh, okay. All right, this is better than the repository scab right now because I do want to draw lands. I think I make an attack. I'm happy if they trade. Slightly less mana efficient. I could just get that back, but I do want to hit my land drops. I scried one to the bottom because typically you get a ton of land, but uh, I'll keep that. That's greedy. That's greedy. But I'll hit a fifth land eventually. And I have this play because I set myself up. Hey, all right. Um, do I just attack? These probably trade. I'm probably okay with these trading, honestly. The Nightbound side is super strong. Yeah, that's basically a removal spell. And if they chump with the if they yeah, that actually is fine for me. Yeah, that's less good, but still fine. Okay. I think I just want to play this because it blocks everything. I am not going to exile anything from my graveyard. This persistent specimen is going to be great. I'd like to get it down before I cast this, but if I have to, that's okay. This spirit makes this way less good. Also, if I can get Grizzly Ritual, it's a better target to get back once I can actually cast it. This is fine. Do I? I triple block this. They can only trade with my Scob, or they can get the two small things, and I'm happy either way. Yeah, it like kills my. Oh, this is great for me. I'm thrilled with this outcome. Awesome. We love to see it. I'm attacking with both in the hopes that they will block with the flyer. Okay. We just I want to take the tempo from them. They're low on life now. They probably let this through because they thought that they could lifelink something back because this could get big. Now they can cast it on something else like that. Oof. That's not great for me. Incredible. Yep, I'm going to take the risk. So the line that I'm going to go with, I'm going to Chilla the Grave this right now so that I can attack. It probably forces them to block here. If I draw a land, I get to play the Gargantuan, which is excellent. And if I don't, I still get to play the Scob and get back the kill spell. Mm, that's pretty good too. Also, if they let this through, then this becomes lethal because I can make this unblockable. All right, so now play the repository scab, sack itself. No, I think I may just pass. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. Well, that's not great, but not terrible. Actually, either one of those things are good to Gargantuan. Sick. I feel like they have a kill spell here, or they have a pump spell of some variety. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to do all of this pre-combat, so that I don't necessarily get got. Because now they have the choice of either sacking the Shield Basher or the Vanguard. They're kind of forced to sack the Shield Basher. Unless they have some kind, they have like a token generating thing. Yeah. Okay. Um, I'm going to sack 2 land. There's lots of ways that I get got here. I'm just going to attack with my flyer. I think they have something, and I would rather be, because they had the option of playing the Kindly Ancestor and they didn't. And this makes it so that I can make this unblockable next turn, and if they don't have a reach thing, then this is still lethal. Okay. So they may have something to like untap it. They definitely have some sort of pump. I'm actually just going to let it through though. It's just 3, it gets them to 9, they're still dead on board. So they have some sort of untap. Yeah. Rad. We're doing it. The deck is performing exactly the way we drew it up. Once we cut down to 40 cards from 47. All right. That was a good game. But that's kind of my problem with the best of ones. I would have loved to have gone another round against that deck. I think that they were close to winning. I assume that they had some sort of pump spell in hand, which is why I didn't block, because if they did and they needed to gain the life, I didn't want to lose creatures, which would offset the life that they gained from the combat trick. Um, that I could get rid of that life on the crackback. Like that creature was gaining them 3 life, and even if they pumped it for 3, which I think there is one that pumps for 3 in the format, then the 5/4 and the 2/2, which would be the ones that I would probably block it with anyway, already offset that. So I don't need to block. I was at 20. This hand is great. This hand is great. I feel like the luckiest girl alive. Awesome. Again, I missed 1 point of damage. I'm too excited. I'm too excited to get to do this. Look at that. 4 power, turn 2. They probably block here. Yeah. But you have to grind through these eventually. I am passing instead of playing the specimen in my hand because I don't really have anything else to do with that 2 extra mana. And so it makes it more mana efficient to get the 1 from my graveyard. Oh, sick. Now, do I double play this or just play this? Blue green aren't necessarily combat oriented or kill spell oriented. I think if this resolves, this might just like this might win the game. Definitely playing this. I'm going to hold on to 1 persistent specimen. I don't think I need 2 for blocking. And this protects the Grizzly Ritual from them playing like a swamp and then having me discard. Because the Grizzly Ritual is important to hold on to. Okay. And we're just going to pass. I really don't see there being any reason for me to do anything right now. Like, this sucks, but I'm definitely going to try to kill it next turn. Oh, I guess, do I block and then try to hit it with this? Because that sets up, if I do draw a land, the Grizzly Ritual. Yeah, I want to wait until the combat damage is marked on the creature to do anything with any sort of spell. I definitely want to leave that on top. Oh, nice. That's a cool card. Unfortunately, that means that I did not draw a land for the Grizzly Ritual. All right. Now, now I think I play the other specimen. I just get these two cards out of my hand because it'll turn it from night to day because they are in green, so they do have werewolves, so that might be relevant. Although holding on to the specimen so that I can combo it later might be important. Yeah, let's do that. I think that gives me more control. The Cruel Witness at least blocks the Lantern Bearer. Although I don't really want to block the Lantern Bearer. Oh, they're milling themselves. Nice. A tried and true strategy. Gross. I'm gonna get milled out so much. I'm actually. Oh, what? What was that? This is exactly the deck that I was like, we're going to die to. What is this? At the beginning of your upkeep, you may mill. That's horrifying. I'm gonna lose to this. All right. This was an incredible draw though, because that's going to save me so much damage. That's definitely going in the graveyard. Oh, Persistent Specimen is now also good with the blood. I can't attack with both of these because this only becomes unblockable if it attacks alone. But that's okay, because that lets me leave the Cruel Witness back to block. They're on a 3-turn clock. There we go. This unblockable thing. Green blue doesn't really have a good way to deal with it. They can bounce it, but that's not even that great. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. This deck, I always love getting to 4 wins because that's about the break even point. It's a little bit less than break even, but it makes me feel better because it's not as bad if I dirt out. Because I I'm pretty good. I'm not amazing, but I definitely can win some drafts. But I still dirt out too. That's just the way variance goes. This hand is not as low to the ground as our first couple, but this is still a good hand, especially on the draw. I can pitch extra lands to the thirst. Oh, this just became so much better. Incredible. Why I don't know why I doubted. But to note, red. I'm very concerned about this. I think like a red aggressive deck is going to beat us because they're going to have the kill spells for the Rubes Goldberg machine pieces. I don't think I want to kill that immediately. I think I would rather play this. Although, this is better to play later. If I play it and I don't exploit, it's a 2/2. And then next turn I can attack with it, and then third, because I'm not blocking with this. Am I attacking with it? I don't think so. I think I'm actually going to just pass. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass. They might be playing humans, so being able to kill something pretty cheaply that is a human, if it's good, would be awesome. That'd be a really good tempo play. But also just killing this would be fine. That's a great thing to kill. It doesn't save me the 3 life, but that's an awesome thing to kill. I almost feel punished. Um, Maybe now's the time to just play one. I am playing one of these next turn. Oh, which means that I kind of want to play Thirst for Discovery after Cruel Witness. Maybe I do just play one of these now. Decline. Just maybe sneak that in there now so I can combo this with something else later. Gross. I am unhappy about that. Oh, sick. Do I want to do that now? Versus getting this online? Oh, actually, I'm going to get this online. And the reason being, I should have attacked. The reason being, this isn't quite big yet, but also if they have a kill spell, I'd kind of rather them kill this. Um, we'll see. I should have attacked. They should be at 18. Oh well. Oh, that's a good one to throw down. I think I want. Hey, excellent. That's great. Do I want a second one? I actually think that I do, but I think I want the land first. Do I? No. Yeah. Maybe that's wrong? That might have been wrong. I don't know. This one has me vexed a little bit. Normally, like a one drop is not something that you really want, but I neither of these things has vigilance. Or not vigilance, it gives vigilance. Neither of these things have trample innately, so having repetitive blockers I think might just be really good. Plus, I can combo it to get rid of the the knight. I think this might be good. Like, look at this. I think this might be good. Definitely blocking with one of these tokens, though. We are in Chump Block City for the rest of the game. I might trade off one of these for this. If they attack with the 3/6, I am going to block it. Yeah, okay. Okay. I think that I thirst for discovery to try to hit the 2-drop that makes them exile when I exploit. Because even though I wouldn't get value off these, it would get the card out of their hand. And I do want to get the persistent specimens back, but yeah, that's fine. This is a good draw. It at least blocks for a turn. It's a good thing to exploit later, although I'm gonna block with it. So maybe I actually block with the. I'm gonna block with the token. I'm glad that I talked that through. I'll take the 3. Mm, I'll take 5. I think there's something weird going on. Oh, what a good draw. Killing any of these would be good. It also blocks pretty well. This deck is so fun. This deck is so cool. I'm just making a ton of blockers so that my thing that can't be blocked kills my opponent. This is awesome. Oh, that has trample. I'm going to have to watch out, or that could get trample. I'm going to have to watch out for that. I think that's an easy block. Easy, because it either gets this out of their hand. Yeah. And trample, you messed up. You messed up. I don't think that was correct. I think I want to chill of the grave, the disciple, and bring back a specimen, and I can block with the tokens. But if they attack, that leaves all of their things tapped. Doesn't have first strike. It kind of looks like it should though, right? I guess the trample. I don't know. Red with spines makes me think first strike. I maybe I am being too arrogant. In which case, yeah, I probably am being too arrogant. I really felt like I crafted that game. Just kind of like this is how I want it to go. That was nice. Sometimes the deck just like, hey, play these cards, and you do. All right. In fairness, this deck is atrociously good. It's sickeningly good. I'm so happy that I passed on that mythic. I am going to keep this because I think that a turn 1 persistent specimen with an Archghoul of Thraben is just good. It will help us find blue. Uh-oh. We probably lose the mirror. Oh, red? Then this could be the blood token one. I don't want mine to die yet. They're curving out, and we are not. I probably should have mulliganed. This was basically a dead card anyway. No. I'll keep taking 2. All right. That's pretty good. It's a good draw. Depending on what our opponent has, I could potentially outvalue them over the long term. I'm doing this because I have to find a blue source or we will eventually die. Oh, that's a skeleton. I'm an idiot. Hey, but we did find the blue source. Um, let's see. Do I don't like that they just have open mana. I think I'm just gonna pass. I can Chill of the Grave or Persistent Specimen, and then next turn I can And then next turn I can Chill of the Grave and Arc Ghoul of Thraben if I don't play Chill of the Grave this turn. I might end up trading this Arc. No, I think if I'm winning this game, it's going to be by value. And if that's the case, I need to trade my life for resources. Unfortunate. No, that's fine to leave there. Does that have haste? No. Okay. I'm going to take a lot of damage here. All right, so we have at least a blocker. I'm going to play the Arc Ghoul, and that is going to reduce the cost on Chill of the Grave, so I can use it next turn. I almost feel I need to... Yeah. I think I am going to Chill of the Grave. They'll take Visionary on their upkeep so that they can't use it this turn, because I need to catch up. Also, doing it this way means that if they want to counterspell it, they can. Oh, they don't have a counterspell. Or at least they didn't. I think I'm going to trade off this Arc Ghoul. No, oh god. This is all bad. Oh, I can block. Well, so I can block this, and then block that, and I'm left with this, and then I kill that. And I might be okay. No, because they still have this. I think I need to do, well, then this blocks that next turn. But then if they have a kill spell, oh, this, I don't actually know what to do here. I think I'm going to block like this. I think keeping the Thraben Inspector around longer is going to be better for my health, but I think we might just be dead. Yes. Well, we're dead on board. I shouldn't have played the land. Was there any way? I think that I have to do this. Then I could have. Okay. I'm still dead because they have 3 power on board and I can't do anything about it. All right, first loss. I am immediately humbled after bragging. That was a bad hand to keep. That was a very greedy hand to keep. All right. So, what are we looking for? I guess actually, let me go over what I am looking for in a good hand. So, the reason that was a bad hand is because it only had one of our 2 colors, and it really didn't have any good plays. Well, no, it had a turn 1 skeleton and a turn 3 Thraben. I am just bad and forgot that the skeleton is not a zombie and so doesn't trigger off the Thraben. It was a bad hand to keep. What I would want to see in a good hand to keep, is maybe a turn 1 skeleton, turn 2 exploiter, turn 3 Thraben or something like that. Just this. This hand is what I want to see. It has both my colors of mana. It has early plays. For the love of all that is holy, I need to remember to attack with this before I cast the Scob. Hey! That's character growth. Oh, this feels so good. Now, it's true that I have this, but I would rather get this down on curve because it makes every other exploiter after it better. I mean, that sucks, but such is the way of things. At least it leaves behind a zombie. I don't want either of these. I have not been impressed with that 3-mana thing. It's just never been good in my hand. I'm going to bring back the skeleton. Sets up for other exploit. I don't really want to chill of the grave yet because I'm not really attacking for much. If I had this flipped, then yeah. I don't think I have anything that can get rid of this. Now we're attacking for 3. It's 50% more power. Grizzly Ritual comes online next turn. That's good. Because they clearly have a ton of gas in hand. Okay. Oh, that's a great draw. Gonna I'm gonna play this out just in case. I don't know what kind and how many counter spells are in the set. All right. Shocking. The blue-white deck having a counter. I am going to offer the trade here. Yep, that's 1 damage. I actually think that they should have traded because they can't attack into the egg. And it would give them more stuff to play. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah. Unless it is exactly something that exiles it on counter, that's okay. That means that I can make something else unblockable. And also, this chip damage is not nothing, because if this does get to flip, that's 4 power unblockable. If we can get them within a certain range, they could die. I think now I'm going to use Chill of the Grave. No, I'm not. I'm just going to let him attack. think maybe now I do, actually. I think they're trying to set up for something. And now I can attack with this zombie. I really don't want to put this on a 2-power thing, but I might need to. This also is going to have to, I'm going to have to outpace this, so 2 power is not enough. This does need to die. Let's offer the trade. I think they have a combat trick, but I'm fine with them using it and getting the bird or the spirit. Oh, nice. Um, all right. I think this needs to die. I think that do these fly? Yeah, that will kill us. I'm going to go ahead and play the land because I might pitch this Doomed Dissenter. We have enough things that are good to sacrifice that I don't know if we need more of this of that. We need more exploiters. We need the second one of these. Okay. Well, thank goodness that that's spell and not just spell or ability. I am just going to pitch this immediately. Oh, great. Perfect. It's exactly what we want to see. Oh no, the client has frozen. So the idea with this attack is I want to reduce the number of creatures that they have on the battlefield to give them less choice. Because this gargantuan is 1,000% going to hit this throng. They're not going to sack the Drake or the Minister. It's incredibly unlikely, unless that's their only throng. But what it does is it lets me flip the egg. And that gives me two big power things to put this gutter skulker on. But the point of this attack is to bait out the combat trick or whatever it is that they have that they were trying to set this up for, because they played this pre-combat last turn so that when they attacked with the 3-1 and I blocked with my 0-4, they would be able to use a combat trick. So I am trying right now to bait that out of them. Although the client seems broken. Oh no! This is not good. Not good at all. Let's see if it reveals my username and password. No, great. Let's see if it'll actually put me back in. I think I'm going to have missed my attacks, but hopefully I'm still in my second main phase at least. At least I hope I'm in my second main phase. Oh, great. Perfect. 2 attacks. This time I am going to hold on to the land. I hope that I don't get hit by a 3-mana thing, a 3-mana counterspell. But I want the land for the blood token. I think that it is better served in that capacity. This is not surprising. This potentially actually lets them draw like 4 cards or more. We'll see how many they manage to grab. There's an argument to be made there that I should play the island so that I could have multiple uses of the unblockable. That's a thought, actually. Hey, we'll get to see if this card's good or not. I think it's bad, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't think they want me to do that. Okay. Oh, am I bad at reading? Whenever I create. Oh, I am bad at reading. I thought that that second paragraph was still part of the first clause or the activated ability. That might be good. Let's see. So I can draw it immediately, but would I rather draw something else first? I think I want to draw something else first because it gives me more information. Yes, I want to leave that on top. Take action. Awesome. Let's attack. So if they double block, what am I doing? Oh, wait. Their shield's down. Now's the time. And now that makes this. Oh my god. That makes the egg lethal too. I want both of these. Nice. I guess. I mean, we could get milled. Mill is in the set. But this is nice. This lets us get back either our expensive kill spell or lets us get back a tap. I think this tap down might be all we need. This last card literally has to be something that deals with the Gargantuan because we've made it unblockable. I still think this is bad. It's better than I thought it was. I still think it might be bad. Whenever a creature card is put into your graveyard from anywhere, remove so it needs then if it has none. So you have to remove all three. Then if it has none. Okay, so you need three creatures to go into the bin for this to flip. It has flying. It's a 3/2 flyer for 2 that oh, maybe this is good. I probably should have played it. Um well, we're just going to see if this works. Alrighty. That is okay. So if I do this, they probably do that. That still leaves up the chilling touch. If I do this, I can get back the Grizzly Ritual. I think just getting something with lethal power, like this is pretty good. Yeah. I would rather use the tools they know about than the tools they don't. Because now it means that this can get like a second one of these and they may not know about it. I mean, this does help them flip this, but I don't think I'm dying to that. I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm dying to it. Like this is unblockable now, although I am going to want and this is going to be tapped because they used this ability. I don't think this is good, right? Does it enter untapped from being transformed? Oh my god, you don't draw the card. This is bad. I'm still vindicated. I still think this is bad. I thought it was bad when I thought it drew a card. This is bad. From anywhere? Maybe if you mill yourself? play this turn 2, turn 3, mill yourself? Maybe? I don't know. Okay, we're on the button. I think maybe I'll give it a try. This I have not wanted a single time, so I think that is a safe thing to trade out to give this a shot. Maybe it's good. It is a flyer. Maybe it's good. Maybe I go turn 1 skeleton, turn 2 that, turn 3. I mean, it goes well with a Thraben thing, except that the Thraben thing, like you should have a lot of zombies. Like, look at this. All of these are zombies, so I wouldn't want them in the Omen deck with the Thraben because the Thraben is not going to put the zombies in the graveyard unless I would rather draw. I am going to keep this. This is a pretty good hand, I think. We have a lot of our removal in hand. Oh, they had to mulligan too. Hey! Perfect! What a perfect chance to try this out. I even have the mill. Just like I drew it up. Let's go. All right. Oh, we're in the mirror. This, since they mulliganed, is gonna hit way harder. I'm never using this activated ability, by the way. I will only ever flip this by doing something like this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, easy clap, I guess. Turn 3, easy clap. All right. Yeah, you know. Better to be lucky than good. All right. There's so much egg on my face that I just had breakfast. Uh, like they still had to spend a thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, you know. I should have attacked. I can consistently forget. Yep. Want this back? Incredible. Hey, we quite literally are the mirror. I think I'm gonna bring back Persistence Specimen and sack it with the Scab. Because I don't really want to play the Rot Tide Gargantuan. Not yet. This is a much better blocker. I'm 1,000% blocking. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Let's do that then. Sack the mindless ghoul. Get a draw ish. This is still fine. This is like, what is this? This is still fine. I get that it is a like I get that they're like doing tempo, but like I don't know, hold on to your stuff. So they want the trigger off the Arc Ghoul, but I have tons of life to play with. Yeah, this is great. Um, your graveyard from anywhere. Okay. We'll just have Thraben triggers. Yes, I could have done the activated ability. I said I wasn't going to. I'm not going to. It's it's easy. Let's see. This is not a zombie. So I'm doing this because I get to draw first, essentially. Like I'll get to use my card before they do. Sick. Incredible. This game is, and then I get to do this. So then I can do this next turn, and I could actually pitch the Gargantuan and flip this if I wanted. I don't really want to do that. But I truly feel that we have won this game already. I'm not going to say it's off the back of this. This performed better than I wanted it to. I still don't know if it's good. They didn't even wait to see what I pitched. All right. I guess that card was enough for them to like think that they were going to die. Well, that was a pretty good draft. Not too bad for my first time back, although technical difficulties notwithstanding, but that was on Arena, not me. And I guess I did probably cover the first card in the draft, so that is on me. I'll have to look at that footage later. Um, but yeah, that was good. It was a solid 7-1 draft with a sick deck that we pivoted to. If you remember, we started with the Olivia's Attendants and we pivoted after getting uh, basically a second one of these that I picked over, I think, the Mythic. I think I chose this over the Mythic, and I feel vindicated. I feel correct. But I guess you know what? I'm not gonna do the YouTube thing. I don't care what you say in the comments. I don't care. Um, I'm just doing this as a passion project. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you learned a little something. I like to try to be at least a little educational with these. Um, I've been Ash, um, and I'll see you next time.